This is Roppongi Rocks, and we are in Shibuya with Suicidal Angels.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Cheers, thanks for having us.
You're back in Japan as part of a big Asia tour, and I know you have Eastern Europe coming up after this immediately. And do you still enjoy touring after all these years?
Personally speaking, I think if I stop touring, I'm gonna die. I love it. I mean, there are so many difficulties on the road, of course, but I prefer all this live action and all the traveling. I think it's part of, personally speaking, my whole life. It's been already 20 years, maybe even more, so it became a habit.
Yeah.
It certainly beats a 9-to-5 job.
Indeed, I would agree. And obviously you're playing sort of old school thrash metal, I would call it. I mean, although it's still relevant, of course. When you write songs and you record songs, do you think like, oh, certain fans, they want it to be this, there are certain rules to follow or certain boundaries. We can't push it too far outside of what's expected of thrash metal, or do you just, create new music that you like?
That's kind of a long conversation, but it's not that long, of course. But the thing is that we enjoy creating music, generally speaking. Of course, I mean, like, the borders of thrash metal music is like kind of narrow, and you can stretch it too much. But in the end of the day, we absolutely love creating music, and sometimes we're trying to open up the perspective around the thrash metal music that we like and how we like it. So it is quite simple for us. If the riff is nice, if the riff is cool, and we start fooling around it, then we end up in a song, which of course doesn't mean that it's going to be included in the album. We make it. I mean, like, there have been many times that we were just like, we're just dumping some songs because rehearsing it a couple of months, 3 months, but then in the end it doesn't makes it to our satisfaction anymore. So we then like, no.
Yeah, it's music, it's about our taste as well. We may record 5 total old school thrash songs and 5 more melodic, more modern, and then they don't fit each other, so some might be left out for the next record. It depends. It's always about the taste,
But always in every album we're trying to move a step forward, evolve the whole thing, develop it. I mean, it's easy to repeat yourself. I mean, like, you make one good album, okay, let's copy that 10 times more.
Yeah.
But we're not working like that.
And do you approach playing live versus playing in the studio differently, or is it just starting to play? I mean,
it's totally different procedure, like recording and live, something totally different. I mean, like, during the live shows, you have more interaction with the crowd, and it's really intense, it's really sweaty, it's really passionate, When you're in the studio recording, you have to be a bit more focused.
Yeah.
You have to deliver results, and you have to do it fast and accurate.
Yeah, studio is more internal, you need to make peace with yourself and focus on what you're doing. Live show is all about passion and connecting
and
with
power and sweat and love
and connecting, with the people as well.
Indeed. And the band's almost been going for a quarter of a century now. Of course, there's been some lineup changes, but the band's, I guess, started 2001, 2002, around there.
2001, when I was in school, I started the whole thing as a school project, When you discover metal music, and especially when you end up favoring one thing like thrash metal, you start doing, okay, let's play some covers, then just fool around with our new songs or whatever. It's quite a procedure. I mean, like, you need to be persistent. You have to focus. You have to move on and on and on. It's not an easy thing to do, like being on the road for 20 years, or it's not an easy thing making music that, as I said before, you don't repeat yourself. So every time you have to give a bit something, push it harder.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's not exactly black and white. It's just somewhere in the middle. But it's all about passion, and it's all about the music.
And in this thing, you never stop. You keep doing the same and the same and the same. If you like it, it works. If you don't like it, you see it from the very beginning, I guess.
Yeah, indeed. And now, after these Japan gigs, which is the end of the Asia tour, you've got Eastern Europe for a number of weeks.
Yes.
And what's coming up after that?
After that, we have planned some summer shows, but not too many this time. We slowly have some ideas that maybe we will start jamming around, maybe for the next record. So we're just, we're getting offers here and there. We examine the whole thing, and then we just like focus and organize everything around it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for talking to Roppongi Rocks.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, man.
See you next time.